Hello out there to you. Let's work with this problem to get at how many products should be produced, what is the short run cost equation for the firm, and what's the shutdown point. Or shutdown price actually. Um, the first thing we want to do is recognize what kind of market this is in. This is a competitive firm, so that means that all of the products that they sell are identical to their competitors. It's just a meaning in economics. If that seems kind of unrealistic to you, it does exist. So this would be markets like agricultural markets like apples and oranges and sugar. It doesn't matter where the product came from, they're all the same. What about any sort of mining or other, the word commodity comes up a lot. So in this case, the market price is $10. So that's important because in a competitive firm, we know that each individual product will be sold for the same price. So MR, or marginal revenue, is also 10 because marginal revenue is equal to price. Okay, so that's just like a rule that you'll run into. What level of output will they produce? Well, they're going to produce to where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. And so we now know enough to figure this out. Oops, let's do this in a different color here. So MR equals MC. Okay, so we've got marginal cost function right there, and we know that marginal revenue is 10. So just be 10 equals 0.4 Q plus 2. Bring that over, it's 8 equals 0.4 Q. And then just divide both sides by 0.4. So 8 divided by 0.4 is 20. So Q is 20. So the profit maximizing quantity is 20. Okay, now let's skip down here. Short run profits for this firm. Okay, so this is going to be profit equals total revenue minus total cost. And so we know what total revenue is. It's 20 times the price. So total revenue is actually going to be 200. And then minus the cost of producing that many units. So the cost of producing that many units, we can use our average variable cost function. So punch in or put in 20 there. So 20 times 0.2, 2 times 20 is 4. And then add that to 2, so that'll be 6. Okay, so 6 is the variable cost of producing that plus 30. So 36 would be the total cost. Okay, so that'll be 200 minus 36 is 164. 164, and that is the total short run profit. Okay. All right, now we know that the firm's fixed costs are 30. We know their average variable cost is this function right here. We want to know what the short run total cost equation for this firm is. So the average total cost or average cost function, let's do this up here, is, I screwed up there, is the average variable cost plus the average fixed cost. And we already know average variable cost. So what is average fixed cost? Well, anytime you average anything, we're just taking the fixed cost and dividing it by the quantity. So that's relatively easy. So in this case, it's 30 divided by Q. Okay. So to get at, and we'll just add that. So average total cost, let's do that down here actually. Average total cost is 0.02 Q plus 2 plus 30 divided by Q. And that's the average total cost of producing all of these units. Typically, it's written a little bit more like this. You might see written average total cost written out like this. So 0.2 Q plus 30 divided by Q plus 2. It's just flipping this around. This is more conventional. So that's how to get that. Okay. And then below, what price will this firm shut down? So the shutdown point happens at the minimum of average total or average variable cost. Sorry. So average variable cost minimum is the shutdown point. So that's important to know. And I'm gonna find that where marginal cost equals average variable cost. I'm not going to prove that in this video, but that is true. So what we just set the marginal cost function equal to average variable cost, and then we're going to solve for it. This is a good one to do because it gives you kind of an unusual answer. So this wants to know the price. So we want to know the quantity there. Once we find the quantity, we'll then have the we can just use that quantity to figure out whatever that price is. Okay, so 0.4 Q plus 2 equals 0.2 plus Q plus 2. So this side is the marginal cost. This side is average variable cost. I set them both equal to each other. The 2's are going to cancel out. Bring this over here. So I got 0.2 Q equals 0. Divide both sides by 0.2, and I get Q equals 0. So the shutdown quantity is 0. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in this 0 into either function. You get the same answer. So if I plug it in here, I get 2. And plug it in here, I get 2. So this means that the price needs to be at least 2 in order for the firm to produce anything. So this answer is 2. That's the shutdown price. Price below 2, they're not going to produce any. Price above 2, they will produce some. Okay, so you could graph all this. You could actually plug all this into graphing calculator, and it'll kick it out. So you could use Desmos or GeoGebra. Done that in some other videos, so I won't do that here. This has all just been algebraic working with this model.